Hello everyone, this is Div, the Sunny Panda, and welcome to the start of my playthrough of This War of Mine. I have played a bit of this game before, didn't go too far into it, but I'm not completely new to it either, though I would like to say that I will be making lots of mistakes, because that's just how I roll. And it's always fun to learn as you go rather than knowing everything before going into a game. So I like to experience a game and have proper reactions while playing, just because it's more natural that way. And welcome. Hope you enjoy. This War of Mine is basically a survival game in which you control characters that are stuck in the middle of a war. It's also a game of choices, where you need to make choices between good and bad, and sometimes make bad choices to ensure your survival. Okay. We start out with 3 survivors. How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business. Almost every night phones don't work. There's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavel while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogoren's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up, hoping for the best. So we start with three warriors, I was going to say. 3 survivors, Pavel, Bruno, and Marco. Let's see what they have. Pavel is a fast runner. Bruno is a good cook who is slightly sick. And Marco is a skilled scavenger who is slightly wounded. Alright, so we need to fix the slightly sick and slightly wounded traits. Which we will. Okay, so what we need to start doing is clearing out some rubble and trying to get to these closets and trying to get to areas where we can find possible loot within our base. We will be able to open locked doors and locked closets with a crowbar once we make it. We need to craft, we need to find items, and we need to craft them. Nice, we found some herbs which can be used to make herbal medications and roll up cigarettes. There are parts, there's clean water and electrical parts. So we're going to grab it all, and we are going to keep searching. This is a barricaded door. We can get through it, hopefully, without too much of a fuss. Pavel and Marco are just clearing out the rubble with their hands, because we don't have any other tool right now to our disposal to clear out those rubbles. Let's hope we find some meds or a bandage at least, because we need to fix up Marco, who is wounded. Okay, we got some herbs, we got some components, we got some wood and more water. Good. Search this closet, Bruno, if you can. Hopefully we can reach up there too without too much of a fuss. Alright, we get some herbs, some parts, and some electrical parts. Alright, let's take them. Let's take it all. Get up here, Bruno, and start clearing your way through this pile of rubble here so that we can get to this closet. And we have lots of places which we can still try to find loot at. Oh, okay, so this is a locked door. We will need to open it up with a crowbar later on. He'll start clearing out. I've asked Bruno to clear out this rubble so that we can get through this barricaded door to this closet. These both should be almost done clearing out their own rubbles. We have until 8 p.m. for our day. Like, the day lasts until 8 p.m. So we need to get things done before 8 p.m. We need to craft a metal workshop so that we can create a crowbar. We need to make a bed so that at least one of our survivors can sleep comfortably. Sleeping also... Okay, this is also locked. Not good. Let's check if this is locked. I feel this would also be locked. Then we can search these 2 things here. For now, Pavel will go and search the rubble outside. This is locked as well. I expected that. Come up here, Marco. Let's search materials on top. We got some food. We got some more components, water and wood. All good. Let's have Pavel check out this sort of tree house as well. And Marco is going to search this table. Okay, we got from the tree house, we got some herbs. just one part, one water, one electrical part. All right, let's take it all. A lockpick. This is good. It's a single use, but it opens locks quietly and quickly, so it's good when we go out scavenging and we want to be silent, but not good to use it in our base itself, because that would be a waste of a lockpick. Let's search this pile of rubble, see if we get anything worthwhile out of there. Yes, we got some components, lots of components, wood and electrical parts. Okay, so we are going to have skill scavenger Marco. If we have Marco search for search areas, he's probably going to find more items because he's a skill scavenger. All right, Bruno, open up this door. We want Pavel to come back here so he can build us a metal workshop, and I want Marco to go and scavenge here. I should have been using him to scavenge everything because you get more good stuff. I think that's how it works. Okay, so we'll first make a metal workshop and place it somewhere here itself. Yes, let's place a metal workshop here. Then we'll make a bed. Let's see what we get. We get some food, we get some herbs, and we get some jewelry. That's a valuable bartering item, so we're going to take it all. And we should have a crowbar soon enough, so we don't need to waste a lockpick here. But let's see if we can... These are locked too, right? These two? Yeah, okay. So we'll start getting Bruno down here so that he can open this up with the crowbar and start clearing out this rubble. We'll have Marco ready here so that he can start clearing out this rubble as soon as we have a crowbar. And Pavel is going to build us that crowbar. In 1 hour, we will have a crowbar. That's quite fast if you think, building a crowbar in an hour. We can also check what they think if we click the bio button. Pavel, before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they're okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last. That's true. So I scavenged the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. Alright, Bruno, before the war I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. And who knows how long this war is going to last. So, everyone has their own backstory. Oh, is he climbing down a ladder? That sounded weird. Marco, I thought I had been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I entered blazing buildings to save lives more times than I care to remember. But back then, I had people teamed up against a common foe. Namely the fire. Nowadays, your former neighbor can kill you because your grandparents spoke a different language than his. This is true hell on earth. So as you can see, all our survivors, they have different stories. They come from different backgrounds, and they're just trying to survive. They're just trying to find their place in this war-torn city. He's slightly wounded, so he probably wants to rest, but we need him to scavenge. Come on, let's start clearing out this rubble. Let's have you start clearing out this rubble, and I'll ask Pavel to build us a bed soon. Yeah, okay. Let's build us a bed so that one of them can sleep properly. A good night's rest is a must. Okay, let's make a bed. Let's place it here. It's taking so long without a shovel, I know, but you have to do it now. We have no other option. Just brave it out. So we can also start. We can loot this one with our. I forgot what crowbar. Yeah, crowbar. How silly I am to forget what a crowbar is called. So once we have made our bed, do I want Pavel to? Okay, let's have Pavel do the digging dirt business, and let's have Marco come back down to open up the closet. We have an hour left. We are in a good spot. We have almost cleared through our entire base. of all valuables from our base are taken, except for this closet and this closet here. Marco is disappointing. Just one herb after all that trouble. Okay, can you get here before the day ends? Is it going to take you 20 minutes to run through one part of the house? It could actually take you 20 minutes. 7:50, but we should probably... time should... oh no. Okay, so once the day ends, we get into the night phase where we can decide who sleeps, who guards, and who goes out scavenging. Now Marco has the most backpack space, but he is slightly wounded, so we need to be careful of that. We're going to have Pavel guard, we're going to have Bruno sleep in bed, and we are going to have Marco, who's a skilled scavenger, scavenge. We have three options to go out scavenging. One is the shelled cottage, which is the neighborhood recently got shelled and many houses are still burning. People were fleeing for their lives in a hurry, so we may find some useful stuff there without meeting anyone. Then we have a semi-detached house, which half of it is in ruin, but there are people living in the other half. They don't seem friendly. At night you can sometimes hear shots fired from there. We could probably scour the abandoned part for supplies if we manage to sneak past the inhabited part. So it's a danger. We probably don't want to go there the first night. The Decrypt squad. It's been inhabited by the homeless since long before the war. They've always been struggling with the lack of food and might not have survived the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat, and we could find some useful things there. So these two places are a possibility to go out first night. The shelled cottage has lots of foods, huge amounts of materials, lots of meds, huge amount of weapons, and lots of parts. So that looks like a good part. The Decrypt squad has huge amount of material, some weapons, lots of parts. We need meds to heal our slightly sick and slightly wounded. So we are going to go out to the shelled cottage tonight, and Marco is going to just take one crowbar out because that's all he needs for the night. It should be enough. We are going to a place that's it's still burning up and it's abandoned most likely. So let's check. Let's start scavenging. There's a dead body here. That's we have components, we have wood. Good. Let's what I'm going to do is I'm going to scavenge, and I'm going to keep everything of value back at the first loot spot, which I will call a storage. So what this does is it allows me to loot the entire place and just have one common spot where I can dump things, and that's the only place I need to look at before I go back to our base once the night's over. Let's have a look into it, even though we're sure there's no one here except rats. Always good to be safe. What's in the fridge? What's going to be in the fridge? I presume water and food, because that's the only thing. Yes, we have food, we have some vegetables, we have herbs, we have sugar and water. Now I'm not going to take everything back to our base because we can get raided and we can lose materials. So I'm going to keep it here as long as I feel it's safe, safer here. Once we have our base secured, once I know that we won't probably lose materials if we get raided, we'll take it back to our base. And hopefully nobody should steal it from here. I don't know if that's possible, but it's always a possibility that bullshit like that could happen. Let's search under this bed. Marco, a skilled scavenger. We found some herbal medicines, simple medications based on herbs. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. Still, they're better than nothing. Okay, and we got some actual medications, so this should help us in our situation currently. We have something here, but we have to clear out the rubble. We also have something down, so let's go there first. And we also have to clear out rubble here, but I think we can get through one of them at least tonight. Lots of wood. Let's grab it all and let's start clearing this rubble. Then we have like the first floor. This will be the basement, first floor of this house, and the roof seems just on fire due to the shelling. If I only had some kind of shovel. I know, Marco, but a shovel would take a space in your backpack, and it's not required now. Just stop whining. You can do it. I'll let you sleep on the bed since you're such a skilled scavenger. Okay. he's while he makes his way through this rubble, let's talk a bit. So I heard a lot of good things about this game. Obviously the Steam reviews are on the very positive side, highly positive side. One of my friends played the board game and said it was really great, so I was excited to play this game. I actually did start a playthrough before, but I got through 2 days or 3 days, and my future recordings corrupted, so I had to restart because I didn't want my viewers, even though they may be less at the start, to miss out on any part or any chunk of the playthrough. So here we are with a new playthrough, and hopefully I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes I made, but I possibly would repeat the same mistakes I made. I killed one of our survivors by mistake because I didn't feed them enough. So now Marco is opening this closet with his crowbar. It makes a lot of noise, so like if you want to be sneaky, the obvious choice is the lockpick, but we have no reasons to be sneaky here because we know there's no one around. We got some herbal meds, some shell casings. We can make firearm ammo, some gunpowder, some moonshine. Okay, that's good. Some ammunition and a broken toy which has seen better days. Look at this, 2 broken toys. This toy has seen better days. It's broken now, but it certainly brought a lot of joy to its owner. No. Alright, we are going to offload all our what we are carrying into the nearest into our storage. Alright, and what we are going to concentrate on taking back tonight is going to be parts and woods, because I want to upgrade our metal workshop to be to be able to create a hatchet so that we can get wood and stuff from our base. Alright, let's go back down there, take what was remaining and get it up here, and then we'll check out the top. I think there was just the broken toy there. There was something else too. Yeah, moonshell. Alright, let's moonshine, I don't know. Let's go on top floor. Okay, let's check this pile of rubble. Let's hope we get something good. I'm happy. That was a lot of good. Nothing in there, obviously nothing, but this seems like somebody lit a fire, like a campfire, though it was probably the shelling. We saw a dead man here too, like just hanging out the window, which was sad. So let's get in here and oh, what's this? One of the flyers dropped on the city. It reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogaran immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage." Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed. Yeah, if you see people being shot by the army for no reason, I think you're bound to stay in your house rather than go out anywhere or try anything. Let's run back down and offload everything. I think we're running out of time as well. We need to start thinking what we're going to carry back today. I'm not sure how long the night lasts, but it would be bad if we took nothing back today, because that would be a waste of one night. So we are going to I thought I'll keep some of these. I'll keep these in my inventory because I don't think we are required. There's a lot of loot here that will fill up my backpack. Otherwise, we can always come back next night for grabbing the things on the top. Yes, as I said, he's a skilled scavenger. He has a lot of space in his backpack compared to others, at least. Okay, so we found some coffee. We found some fertilizer. The coffee is some of us drink coffee to find strength in order to survive another day. Its limited availability in wartime makes it a valuable commodity, and fertilizer is organic waste that we can use as fertilizer in our garden to grow herbs or vegetable, or as bait in a trap for small animals, which is good. Let's take we got some weapon parts, which various weapon parts, blades, barrels, springs, locks and so on, which we can make tools out of, like to build a hatchet. We do need weapon parts, so that's good. Okay, let's get back here. I'm not sure how to What? You just came from there. What's wrong with you? He doesn't know how to get back to the place he came from. Alright, let's go back to our storage area. And let's sort out what we need for tonight. What were we aiming for? Let's first offload. We can let these components take because we need the components. We'll take the weapon parts as well. We'll take the wood. Let me take one more component. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can only take 2 wood, but I think we're fine on wood for now. But let me carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I take one more wood just for... yeah. Sorry. So we're carrying back components, weapon parts, and I should probably, instead of weapon parts for tonight, I should take water. And the meds as well. We'll come back for the meds tomorrow. We found some... I think we found some herbal... or maybe we didn't find any herbal med in our... no, we didn't find any in our camp, so... we'll come back for it tomorrow. No worries. I'm concentrating on upgrading our workshop for now. And that's a successful night of scavenging. Also a successful day where we got through a lot of things. Day 2. Marco returns. Hello, look at all this stuff. I wish I could bring in so much every night. Don't worry, Marco. We're always going to bring so much every night. The night was calm. Marco had been searching for supplies and brought some interesting things. Alright, so we are going to stop it there for now. I'll see you in the next video. Leave me a comment on anything I can improve on, or what, like, if you found this interesting, you want me to do something different, just interact with me. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.